What's going on, everybody? What's happening? I had an echo because I have the thing on the background too. I was like, why is the sound still playing? But we're good. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a Friday night of Three Men in the Basement. We are three men in a construction site, a bedroom, and another
Basement.
actual comic room.
Well, I am actually in a basement. So
I'm in a basement today. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, usually I'm always in the basement.
Yeah.
I'm in a crowded bedroom. But I'm Chinmo. I'm joined by my good friends Nemesis Prime over there. It's always backwards. And Broke Boy Comics, Noah down below. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you guys coming on tonight. Before we get started, I got to do all this stuff. If not, I do get yelled at. So, thumbs up because people like to do that. Notification bell for when we go live because this was kind of a last minute, kind of spur of the moment live situation. And if you haven't, I don't know what you're doing, but subscribe right down below. Hit the little button, and leave a comment on this because we're going to be talking Free Comic Book Day, and we're going to be talking Star Wars because May the 4th is this Sunday. This is always like my favorite weekend of the year because they always usually fall very close to each other, and it's the best. But before we get into all that, how you guys doing? Justin, we'll start with you. How you doing, man?
Good, man. It's literally been, I've done now 3 shows in 3 days between Mike the Beasts on Wednesday, the podcast Thursday, and then this tonight. I haven't done one of these like in a very long time. I've been so much between YouTube and podcasting this week. So it's gotten a chance to actually, and now I don't have to, this is 2 shows this week that I didn't have to run. So it's really good. I could just sit back and be like, all right, Chin, what are we doing?
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming on here, man. So thank you. And Noah, still in the construction site down there.
Yeah. I was going to change it right before the show, but I just didn't have enough time. I took a little bit too long of a nap today, but we're doing good. Yeah, we're doing good. Nice Friday night. I'm excited to talk Free Comic Book Day, Star Wars, and get into the weekend.
Yeah. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a fun weekend. Oh, look at this. John Big Daddy Ross. He's spending May the 4th weekend the right way. There you
that's
go.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's a whole weekend. That's a big set. That's a whole weekend.
Yeah.
I'm just going to very quickly, there's a couple guys here in the chat. Derek Neiman in here very first. I don't know what that creepy emoji is, but it's kind of cool. It's like a Q*bert Pac-Man thing. I don't know.
Could be a Star Wars character.
It could
Star
be.
Wars
Sure. And but yeah, we also have John Big Daddy Ross, man. Thank you for always joining. This guy is supposed to be with his family at the movies, but apparently he's watching us on YouTube instead. And then that guy down below from the construction site, G Malo, welcome. You're always in here. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. And Jordan, welcome in. Welcome.
What's up, Jordan?
And look at this popping in. Kenneth Bird, what's happening, man? Welcome. All hail. So yeah, we're not going to talk Thunderbolts. It technically came out today. I saw it last night. I will give a quick 10-second thing. It's good. I highly enjoyed it. It's definitely worth a theater trip to see, I would say. And I'll leave you with that. But yeah, we are going to be talking. Let's talk, first things first. Tomorrow, Free Comic Book Day. Possibly the last Free Comic Book Day. A lot of people don't realize this is a Diamond held event. Like they started it years ago to help kind of get people interested into comics, which is a great way to do it. Also, just so you know, the free comics that are handed out aren't free for the shops. I mean, they're like 25 cents a piece or something like that. They're cheap, but they're not free. So go in, pick up these free comics, support your local shop, buy some stuff, dig through their back bins, maybe their toys, statues, games, whatever they have. This is all to support your local shops. I know Otto did a video, I think it dropped yesterday. If you're in the Connecticut, New England area, a ton of shops in there that are doing what they do for Free Comic Book Day. A lot of them are doing sales. I know up by me, Counterplay Comics in Burlington, they got a bunch of local artists coming in. Rubber Chicken Comics down in Bellingham has, I think it's 25% off the whole store kind of thing. So there's a lot of stores doing fun stuff. Justin said, I know you said you might be going out digging to a few different stores. Noah's eating tacos.
Oh yeah.
But my plan is, as always, it's always a busy weekend for me because it's one of my best friend's birthdays. It was always like around the same time, and it is tomorrow. So my morning will be comics, and then the rest of my day will be with her. So, but I'm going to pick up my LCS. I'm going to pick up a few of the books, which we'll show in a second because there's not a ton this year, which makes sense because of Diamond imploding. But Justin, what's the plan for tomorrow? You got a game plan?
Yeah. So normally I go to like Zap Comics because they typically do 50% off of everything. Their wall books. I mean, and they don't hold back. Like their wall books are their wall books. They don't like take them and like hide them until Monday. So it's like 50% off everything. Trades, hardcovers, runs, sets, single issues, wall books. But I'm probably gonna go out to PA. My first stop is gonna be Jaff Comics out in PA, out in the Allentown area, and then I'll hit up probably the Encounter, Second and Charles. There's a couple other ones as well, like shit, what's the other one that's out there? The Encounter and damn, I can't think of I know this area, like Bethlehem, Allentown area. There's just like a bunch of shops over there, so it's something different. Like it gets me out of the New Jersey area. I don't have to go to the normal shops that I'm at. So yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
check out some cool things out there. Hopefully, I'll find some good books.
I like that. You change it up, and you maybe not supporting your local shop, but you're supporting other small
Mhm.
shops, which is what this is all about. No, I believe your game plan's a little different for tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, I will be going to a taco festival for most of the day, but either beforehand or afterwards, I am going to try to hit up Sarge's Comics in New London and get at least the free comic books I'm interested in and try to see if I can pick up anything else while I'm there. So hopefully I can make it tomorrow, but if not, Sunday I'll definitely go. Hopefully there's some stuff left over, which there usually is.
Yeah, the good thing is most stores, it's not just a day. Most of them kind of make it the whole weekend, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Some go. I know there's a store in I think they're Somerville, but Kamikaze, I think they've been doing it since today, and it goes till like next Friday or something like that. They do something each day. So check your stores because everybody's different, but most stores do it at least Saturday, Sunday. Let me go ahead and pull this up because let's take a look at some of the actual free comics. I'm not gonna be able to see the chat, so let me know if someone says anything, guys. But I know they
saving this money for the swap.
See, I was literally just talking about this. I was like, my goal is not to spend a lot of money tomorrow. Yeah. I want to save it for the swap and Heroes Con coming up. So I like where your head's at, John. Right there with you. But yeah, so Diamond always puts out a bunch of free comics. A lot of the times they're some of the bigger titles or franchises and licensing stuff that they have. Not a ton this year. I think it's just gold and silver. Usually it goes down to like bronze, copper. There's a bunch of different books. But just right off the bat, I mean, you always get the big like Marvel DC ones. Well, not so much DC anymore because of Diamond. But you always get a Spider-Man one. I feel like Spider-Man one is always like the hot one.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'll always pick up one because every shop has usually 1,000 of them. Honestly, the one I have gone to the past 2 years and I think is very underrated, and I like it because it's good for my nieces too, is the one right next to the Spider-Man, is the Young Jedi Adventures. It's a fun Star Wars cartoon for kids. My nieces kind of really like Nubs, the little blue dude. But the flip side of it is also Avatar: The Last Airbender. So you can't go wrong.
Ooh,
so that's the one I'm going for. But yeah, you get some FF books in there. Minecraft, which I'm sure is going to get all the kids in, especially with the movie and stuff going now. What is it? Is it Chicken Jockey? Is that the one that's destroying theaters everywhere?
Yeah.
I've never played Minecraft, but I just know that is the hot thing right now.
Childhood.
You were a Minecrafter? You were a player?
Oh yeah, I played Minecraft for a very long time. Even in high school, I played it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a great game. Awesome.
I helped
in there.
At a summer camp I used to work at. They had a Minecraft camp, and I like helped out in there one day, and the kids were like trying to explain it to me, and I've never felt so old in my life, even from like a gamer. Like I've gamed my whole life. I was like, what the hell are you guys doing right now? But it was pretty cool. Some of the stuff you can do is pretty damn cool in it.
Oh yeah, I've been able to make some pretty cool stuff in there. But now like there's so many updates now that I go back, and whenever I go back in, I'm like, all right, there's a lot of new stuff. I don't even know what this is, so I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, like a brand new game kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got some cool stuff. We got I Hate Fairyland from Scotty Young coming out. Speed Racer.
Mm-hmm.
I like this matchup. Thundercats and Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, that's a preview
one.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sweet. You got the I missed the Dr. Seuss up here, but you also got the FF, another kind of big Marvel one. I know they've been doing the past 2, maybe 3 years. A nice Power Rangers up here. And then it goes right down directly into the silver, which is usually some usually more kind of unknown ones. I don't know if you guys can see my cursor, but I will be picking up the Star Wars one. That is the main book I go for in Free Comic Book Day. Marvel, I always pick up the amazing Spidey and His Amazing Friends for my nieces. They love that show. I will also the Mighty Nine. I'm a big Critical Role fan. I love D&D. Noah's also super into D&D now because he's an owl and he loves it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Any of these you guys are going for? Any you guys want to pick up?
I mean, the only one I'm really interested in mostly is the Star Wars.
Yeah, I'll pick up the Star Wars
because most Free Comic Book Day books they sit in my boxes, honestly. So I'll really only get them in like the ones I actually collect. But even like the Batman ones last year, I'm thinking about getting rid of them right now. Possibly waiting to see if they go up in price if Free Comic Book Day goes away, but I don't know if that's going to happen. And then maybe the Mighty Nine I might pick up now too.
Yeah, it does always kind of blow my mind. People that go into the stores and try to like grab the stacks of them because they think they're going to be worth so much money.
Yeah, the ones that have their actual keys. But
yeah, honestly, if you look at any Free Comic Book Day book that's worth money, there's very few. There's a couple. There's like the One Punch Man one that's worth a little bit. The Umbrella Academy was hot for a little bit. Even now, that's pretty cheap. There's not a ton that are actually worth money, and this should be what the same way I say you collect. Go in and pick up what you want if you're interested in something. I think the hot one, again, I don't know if you guys can see my cursor, is going to be right here. The Mark Spears will probably be the hot one.
I read about that. I don't know, man. I feel like that's a free book. If people are trying to really like flip that for like $10 to $15, it's going to be bad.
That's stupid. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, I don't get me wrong. I like his art. I know he does it all digital. It is cool. It's not for me. If you're going just to pick up this book to sell it, shame on you. But it is what it is. And honestly, that's usually this list is like triple, if not quadruple the length of this, but like that's it.
There's more though. There's definitely more.
That's what I thought, but there's
Udin's doing the Mega Man, which I'm looking forward to. Rival Schools is another one. There's
a Turtles one too, isn't there?
There's definitely a Turtles one. There's a Gundam Wing for the 30th anniversary. There's definitely a lot more. I'm just shocked that they don't have
like right on their website.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, maybe they're only doing the gold and the silver, and then maybe Lunar or Penguin is doing the other ones because there's definitely a lot more titles for sure.
I could have swore going to. I'm like this. I thought there was more, but yeah, usually like this list. Maybe that's just what they have for previews. But yeah, again, like you said, I could have swore I saw a Turtles one somewhere because I will always pick up the Turtles as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's going to be interesting to see if it actually does disappear and go away because what it started 2005-ish, I believe.
2003?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Even goes back that farther.
Yeah. So it's been around. I mean, basically as long as I've been collecting comics, it's been around. And it's just like a fun day to go into a store. You see, they're usually quite busy, which is great for the store, which is the purpose of all of this. And a lot of the stores, they do some sales. It's a good time to pick up some books. And it's going to be very interesting if it goes away. I kind of hope if it does go away, which I guess we'll probably find out in the next, I think it's May 17th is when we find out what happens with Diamond and whether it's sold off in pieces or whatever they're going to do with it. But I hope stores kind of keep it alive in spirit, if you will. So, maybe that same weekend every year, still, do a sale or celebrate the books or whatever it is they do anyway, just without the extra titles, if you will,
Yeah, it would be nice to keep something like this going because this is, I think, a great way for getting people into comic books, like how you pick up, comics for your nieces. And I had people at work talking about going to a comic book shop for Free Comic Book Day. So it gets people in the shops and gets the support. So I definitely think something like this should stick around, hopefully.
Yeah, no, I agree. There you go. That Energon, I know that's huge right now.
Yep.
Otto is going to probably pick up 30 of them just to have them in his collection. Diablo, honestly, anything video game related is always hot. People
Yeah.
people want it because they don't always do a ton. Yeah. There you go, Energon Universe. I'm not reading it currently. Are you guys reading any of the Energon Universe?
Yeah, I mean, I'm reading all the Transformer stuff and GI Joe stuff, Void Rivals. I'm just not. I read like the first 6 issues, but then I stopped. But yeah, I love the GI Joe, all the mini series that they did. Current Transformers is amazing. So I'm waiting for like a spin-off on that.
I have not read it. I have talked to Otto about it, and he said he kind of hates it. He said he's not liking it.
Really?
No, he actually, I'm sure he loves it. I just hope he's listening and is getting pissed right now because he's not here to defend it. But no, I know he's been super into it since it started. He's been all for it. He's been loving it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like GI Joe. I love Transformers. They're just not my go-to. If I'm picking 80s cartoon, I'm going Turtles all the way.
Yeah, of course.
But no, I like the idea of them having the meld universe kind of thing together because they are two very cool franchises. We'll see if the movies do it now. Also,
quick side note, just because I noticed he popped in the chat, Ed, who you highlighted his comment for, started a YouTube channel, Puckwudgie Comics. So,
oh, there you go.
Yeah, give him a little shout out. Yeah,
Ed, drop it in the chat, man. We'll highlight it there.
You got to start commenting underneath your channel.
That's because I always do the same thing. Because if I comment from here, I'm 3 Men in the Basement, so I have to log into my actual YouTube account and go into it, and that's why I had the echo. And I was like, "Why is this music going on longer?"
I know, got to support the new up and coming channels.
Yeah, I mean that's what we tried. Are you local, Ed? Are you a New England guy, or is he? I don't know.
He was at Little Giant, I think. I'm pretty sure he was up when we were up there. I didn't meet him when we were up there, but I know he was there at the same time, I believe.
Okay, awesome. Ed, there's a solid chance I met you, and I maybe just don't recognize you from the picture because I can't really see your face. But if we met, please tell me and correct me and remind me. But yeah, if you throw it in here and do what John Big Daddy Ross is saying, hit that like button.
Oh yeah,
help us out here. But yeah, Free Comic Book Day. I'm excited because not only is that always that Saturday, but like I said, usually if not on the same day, right around the same day is oh, here we go.
Yep, there he is.
There you go, guys. There's sub up, give him a like, give him a follow, sub up, check it out, support a new comic creator. Love it. Love to see it.
Yeah, always good. I always love seeing the community grow.
Absolutely. But yeah, always right around the same time is arguably my favorite holiday of the year. May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Followed very closely by Revenge of the 5th. And it's just a stupidly fun reason for me to celebrate something I love, which is Star Wars. And I think this is the third year. I forgot to pull a picture for it, but this is the third year in a row that they're dropping their anthology animated series, Tales of. And this year it's Tales of the Underworld with Ventress and Cad Bane. So that's all I'm doing on Sunday. I mean, it's probably going to take me like 3 hours, not even, but that's all I'm doing. I'll have the movies on in the background, enjoy a nice lazy Sunday with nothing but Star Wars, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. But we'll talk some more Star Wars news. Justin, I know you're a big Star Wars guy. Noah, I know you're a fan. I don't know how hard into it you go.
I'm up there.
If you actually want to figure out how we enjoy, where we rank our Star Wars, if you guys go over to Mike the Beast Benson's channel, was it on Wednesday? Is that when we did it? Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah.
Yep.
The three of us, along with Mike the Beast, ranked the 12 theatrical releases of Star Wars. And things got a little heated. I think there's a little surprise in some of the lists. But it was a super fun time. I was definitely shocked at some of the rankings. I know Justin was.
Yeah, pretty much from everybody.
Yeah. But it was super fun time. So if you guys want to check that out, Mike the Beast Benson, he's always commenting on. He's always in the chat. But yeah, check out his link. So that was super fun. So that kind of honestly, I've been on a Star Wars kick since Andor dropped. So this Sunday will be Tales of the Underworld and the last 2 episodes of Andor that I need to catch up on, and I can't wait. I'm super excited. Appreciate that, John. Thank you. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun doing it. But yeah, as far as Star Wars goes, also was it 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago? All my days are blending together. Was a little convention out in Japan called Star Wars Celebration. Have either of you ever been to a celebration?
No,
I wish I have.
I just watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, they live stream everything.
Yeah, it's like
I've been to 3 of them, and I will say I love Terrificon. I love going to Little Giant, King Con. I love the comic shows. There is no convention like Star Wars Celebration. It's incredible. I cannot recommend it enough. It is. I've been to 3. I've been to 2 in Orlando and 1 in Chicago. I just love it. Absolutely love it. I know the next one's in LA in 2027. Yep. I will be there. Cannot wait. I've never been to California, so it just gives me another reason to get out there. I'm super pumped. But if you can ever make it, do it. And we're going to talk about some of the news they dropped, because they dropped some pretty big news. I guess we'll start with the live action stuff. But they did officially, I know they've confirmed they have a bunch of movies and stuff in the works. They've showed some stuff for Mando and Grogu, and everything like that. But they did officially announce a new movie called Starfighter, with the collaboration of these 2 guys here. Sean Levy directing, with that handsome man of Ryan Gosling starring. I'm pretty pumped for this. I'm kind of all for this. What are you guys' thoughts?
You know what? It's weird because, we kind of talked about this a little bit on Mike's channel the other day. It's like a couple of years ago, they announced that they were doing the Rogue Squadron movie, right? Mm-hmm. And we were all about that with Patty Jenkins. After the success of Top Gun, Maverick, that's what we were basically expecting, right? It's going to be just straight up dogfights in space, or, the Empire, the Rebels. Now it's Starfighter. I assume it's going to be the same thing. Just, obviously we don't know the timeline or when it's going to be, but
I think they confirmed it's
New Republic.
Newer Republic. I think it's like 5 or 6 years right after Mando, or right around that same time, I believe.
Okay, so still before episode 7.
Before episode 7, after episode 6, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, you might see a character pop up or 2, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like all new characters, all new standalone stuff, which is what I love.
Mm-hmm. So kind of maybe a little Star Wars Resistance, like kind of like that show was, where it's just again, it's just maybe flights, a lot of flying, a lot of pilots and co-pilots, nothing really crazy with Jedi. Obviously,
I would assume they're focusing more on the aerial space of Star Wars and going away from who knows, I mean, you get Darth Maul and Solo, like they always throw something in there, but you never know. I mean, I hope it's focused. I mean, with a title like Starfighter, you would hope you're going to see some pretty cool dogfights up in space,
Yeah, I'd love to see that. And for some reason, I thought I saw something about him being a Jedi. That's probably not real. But
I feel like anytime any actor or actress is announced for Star Wars, they're like, oh, they have a lightsaber. They're going to be some kind of Sith or Jedi. Like, doesn't matter.
Especially if it's cast. Yeah, especially if it's taking place around Mandalorian. Like, we got a lot of Jedis popping up that didn't die off during Order 66. So it's kind of.
I don't know if that is actually true or it's happened. I could have swore I read that or heard that that's when it was supposed to, and it would make sense in that kind of time frame.
Yeah, it would. I think it's going to be a cool concept.
I'm excited, and because we got Mando and Grogu next year, and then 2027 is Starfighter, which I'm excited for. So we getting Star Wars back in the theaters. I hope. I mean, I know Mando and Grogu, I think, is May. As much as I want them to go back to December, that's okay. But we had the whole conversation the other night.
Yeah.
But no, I'm pumped. I like Sean Levy. I like a lot of the stuff he's directed. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen Gosling act in something bad, or him act badly in something, I should say.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan.
So,
yep. He's easy on the eyes, too. I'll admit he's a handsome man.
Yeah. We'll get some more women in Star Wars. Come on.
So I did hear a rumor, again, I don't know if this is true, but I heard that he is supposed to be like an uncle with his niece or something, like on the run in his starfighter or something like that. That was some of the stuff coming out of Celebration. I don't know how true that is.
Interesting.
But that would be kind of cool if they did it, like added a somewhat like family dynamic to it, with with the niece in there, which I can relate to. I got 2 nieces, so I'd be all for it. But I am curious.
Sorry, do we think he's going to be more of like a smuggler role then? Like not necessarily like, because when I was thinking Starfighter, I was like, oh, maybe he's part of like the New Republic, like he's one of the officers, maybe. But with that, hearing that, maybe he's not really.
Personally, I mean, I like the underworld smuggler bounty hunter aspect of Star Wars. It's my favorite aspect of Star Wars. So I would personally like to see that. I'm down for either. I'm just excited to hear some more details, which we probably won't get for a while because it's still
it's not coming out for a while.
Yeah, so we got some time, but I just hope it's it's a fun standalone kind of movie. New characters, expands on Star Wars. Hopefully, it's done well. Yeah. I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
Meow meow. I like it. That's what I like to see. We're going to talk about that in a little bit at the end of the show. But May 17th, people mark off the calendars. And then I don't know about you guys, but I think the biggest news to come out of Celebration, that at least I'm most excited for. There's a lot of cool news and stuff I'm excited for, but this one, I cannot wait for this. Maul Shadow Lord is an animated series. Oh, I can't wait. It takes place after episode 3, before episode 4, so in that Rebels kind of timeline. Man, am I excited for this. Sam Witwer getting an apprentice that's basically Darth Talon, which is awesome because she was pretty sweet in the comics. But this was the thing I was most excited for. I can't wait. I think they say that at least starts a year after Clone Wars ends, so right after episode 3. And it's all about Maul running the underworld. He's a Shadow Lord. It's him. I'm sure we're going to probably see like Kira and stuff like that, like Crimson Dawn starting out, Dryden Voss kind of stuff eventually. And I'm all for it because we know where Maul ends at Clone Wars and we know where he ends up in Rebels, but we have all that in between time with him running syndicates and being a badass.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much they're going to get the live actors and actresses to do the voices, right? Like if they could get Kira, what's her name? Emilia
Clarke.
Emilia Clarke, right? And then even throw in Beckett, right? Get Woody Harrelson to come back.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
be some cool stuff to see.
I would like to see. I mean, I know it's especially not the beginning, but if it goes for a couple years, which hopefully when Filoni usually puts out something like this, he's got a game plan like, hey, here's season 1, 2, 3, kind of like Bad Batch and stuff like that. So I'm hoping it goes at least 3 years, and we see a span of time by like end of season 2 where Kira would kind of come into the picture, Dryden Voss. You get a lot of those. I'd like to see a lot of those bounty hunters. Boba Fett's running around at this time being a badass with Bossk and all this other stuff. So I can't wait for this. I'm so fucking excited.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the things I was most excited for that they announced. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't there like when George Lucas sold Star Wars to Disney, wasn't there a previous script of Darth Maul becoming the big bad for this sequel trilogy? And they're kind of not like very loosely basing it off of that. Because they're if like you said, if they have Talon coming in, she was supposed to be an apprentice and everything. But yeah, with him running the underworld and everything too.
So they always said that there was rumors that when Lucas did sell it off to Disney, that he gave them his ideas for what episode 7, 8, 9 should be, and it was supposedly that Maul had come back and was like the big crime lord, like the big bad for the 3 episodes. What you do see, they kind of do start to do in Clone Wars. I mean, he gets that Darksaber. He starts running the underworld and stuff like that. So I think we've already seen hints of that. Right. But we don't, I mean, I'm not going to spoil too much stuff, but we know what happens by Rebels with Maul and where he ends up and stuff like that. So, and I mean, that's still a solid 10, 15 years ish, give or take,
Right.
of him
Yeah.
just being a mafia boss.
Yeah, we get to see, we only really get to see that with like Crimson Dawn a little bit in like the end of the Clone Wars, right? On Mandalore, like
Mhm.
those last 2 episodes where we actually see like Dryden Voss and the Pikes, and
Mhm.
and then we get to see a little bit right at the end of Solo, just
Yep.
where that time frame is. So yeah, I mean he's gonna be hanging around, right? So it's still
Yeah.
before Rebels because he's somewhere running around the galaxy.
Yeah. So, and I kind of hope it, honestly, kind of what Rogue One kind of does, where it ends like right at the beginning of episode 4. If they end this series like right where he ends up in Rebels, like where you first see him in Rebels, I'd be like, okay, all right, this is great. We get the whole
Yeah,
sandwich
just
in
a
between.
perfect gap
Yeah.
filler. Yeah, that'd be
'Cause
awesome.
I've said it before many times. Maul is one of my favorite characters. He's my favorite Sith Lord by far. I love Vader. I mean, I love Maul, but Maul is he's just so damn cool. I mean,
Yeah.
and I hope, I mean, I don't know if this is going to happen, especially right off the bat. If it becomes super popular and it's going season 2 and 3, I hope that when there is some fight scenes, especially with Maul, that they do what they did in season 7 of Clone Wars and bring in Ray Park and do some motion capture, because
That would be
Mhm.
awesome.
I love the style of Clone Wars and what they did and how like kind of flourished and somewhat like exaggerated some of the fighting was. But in season 7, if you watch that fight with him and Ahsoka, you can see like that is Ray Park's movement, and it makes it so fucking awesome.
Yep.
So good.
That, and the fact that Sam Witwer is, I don't know if he's getting credit as like a producer, but like he's heavily involved in a lot of like what Maul is doing, where he's going, and character choices, and I'm all for that, because
Yeah,
I gotta
as he
tell you,
should be.
other than maybe Dave Filoni at the moment, I would say, Sam Witwer probably knows more about Star Wars than anybody else.
Yeah, no, he has some crazy knowledge under his belt. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy. We met him at Rhode Island last year.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
nice guy. He yelled my name like he did Kenobi, which was awesome. But yeah, I'm just so excited for this. And you get Darth Talon. I don't know if that's actually what they're going to call her or not. It's definitely based off of Darth Talon. Awesome red Twi'lek. Like, just can't wait to see what that's going to look like. I can't wait to see some carnage between the two of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. I'm also, the biggest question for me in this is how the Emperor and Vader are going to play into this. Because, I mean, if you look at the end of Clone Wars, like Emperor and Maul, like Maul doesn't really kind of rat him out with what the plan is. Maybe towards the very end, he kind of tries to stop it. But it doesn't really, I mean, as we know, episode 3 does happen. As much as we want the end of episode 3 to change every time we watch it, Anakin does become Vader.
Mhm.
So I'm very curious how that kind of relationship is going to play into it with Palpatine and Vader, and if they go down that road at all. So I'm curious to see that.
Could we
Yeah, I think-
see a Darth Vader and Maul fight? I think
my
that
God.
would be amazing.
Please.
I think at one point we will see that, but I think in the trailer, don't we see Marek from Ahsoka, right? Don't we see the Inquisitor Marek?
I don't know
very
if it's
briefly?
confirmed it's him. It looks like him, so
Yeah.
it makes sense if it would be. I mean, the Inquisitors are going to be around at this time, so chances are we're going to see a handful of them pop up. We do know by Rebels that they're hunting him, and the fact that they call him the Shadow just shows you how much Dave Filoni plans ahead. We got Shadow Lord show now.
Mhm.
So it makes me think, is he going to be on the outside? Do they know what he's doing? Have they been hunting him this whole time? Like, what's happening? And I can't wait. I'm so
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome
fucking
to see.
excited.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm so pumped. But I mean, you can't beat that between there was a ton of other news and stuff they dropped, which is great. But between that, you got Tales of the Underworld dropping on Sunday. Andor's dropping 3 episodes every week for the next, we're halfway through, right?
Yeah.
4 drops.
2 more weeks. Yeah, that's it.
personally, I think we're going to see a droid next week. I can't wait. At least that's my guess. But if you're not watching Andor, watch Andor. It's like no Star Wars around. It's adult Star Wars. It's gritty. It's great. With a lot of, for the most part, newer characters that, I mean, you got, I mean, from season 1 stuff, but like you got like Mon Mothma, and there's a handful of other like legacy characters that kind of pop up here and there. But it, I mean, for the most part, it's a lot of newer characters that you become very attached to, and it's awesome. But yeah, I'm on a big Star Wars kick. I'm loving it. I don't know about you guys. Sounds
well,
like
I
we're
mean,
all on the
it's
same
just
page.
that time, right? Like
Yeah.
last year we didn't have Star Wars Celebration, so
Mhm.
there was like, this right now. It's always right before it, so everybody's pumped. Obviously the Ahsoka season 2 they announced that was
Yeah.
100% confirmed, and I just saw Rosario's in her costume posted on IG.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Hayden's coming back, right?
Mhm.
There's the Star Wars Visions.
Yeah, the
Volume
Ninth
3.
Jedi.
Well,
something
no,
like
yeah,
that?
they're doing that. That's like a separate series. But Star
Spin-off,
Wars
yeah.
Visions is going back to the Japanese studios instead of it being like a worldwide studio thing,
Mhm.
which I'm happy about because I hated season 2 of Visions. I think I liked 2 episodes of the entire thing, but I could watch season 1 like every episode, and it's so fun to watch the different animation studios over
Yeah.
there. So, and I think they're doing the Ronin stuff too. They're going to bring
Mhm.
him back, so that's going to be cool because I mean he's getting pretty popular with Hasbro releasing a toy. Some people are
saw
doing
that.
statues. So yeah, like
It always, I mean, I love all the news that they always drop a Celebration, but at the same time, I'm always like, I kind of feel the same way when I walk into a convention in general, where I'm like, fuck, my wallet is screwed. Like,
Yeah.
you see these statues, like I had no space for that, but I would like to get it, and I can find somewhere and put it there, or the new Black Series to go with the line. Like, it just, they do such cool stuff between everything they put out, and there's between now and 2027, I assume we're gonna have more updates on the movies and stuff, the Rey movie, the Dawn of the Jedi movie, all that.
Yep.
So I can't wait. We'll probably, if I had to guess, honestly, I think with Fantastic Four, I think we see a teaser for Mando and Grogu, like
Oh, yeah.
publicly released, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I would say either
Um,
there or San Diego, and then you have D23, which is in August. So
yeah, by the end of the summer, we're going to see, I think, the first trailer for Mando Grogu, which I'm excited for because I can't wait. Mando's been some of the best stuff in Star Wars recently, or over the past few years. Look at this, Murph. I sent you the invite. You were too busy, man. Too busy. Yeah, sorry, you missed your chance, pal. We're talking Star Wars and everything. Yeah, but I can't wait. It's all Star Wars right now. Huge Star Wars kick, and I'm all for it. So, and honestly, just doing the list with you guys the other night, just between that, seeing episode 3 in theaters the other week, it just makes me happy,
Listen, I turned on Solo last night after the
Nice.
podcast because we recorded early, and then I was just like, I was like, let me watch something, and I threw on Disney Plus, and I was gonna watch something else, but I just went to the Star Wars collection, and then I started watching Solo, and I was like, what? I was like, no, we didn't even like talk about Chewbacca in it, right?
Yeah.
Like he's in it, and he's actually, I enjoy him in that movie more so than kind of the other ones, I guess, because it's like his origin with Han and how Han understands him. So it's like it's fun, actually you appreciate him more.
There's some awesome lines in between the both of them for sure.
Yeah.
Honestly, one of my favorite scenes in that whole movie is when the two of them finally sit down together in the cockpit to fly the Falcon, and like that whole exchange beforehand. He's like, 200 years old. No, you look great. Like, it's just like, it's fun. It's a fun movie with characters that I love. I can't do this. I'm gonna go off on a huge tangent, and I will say I think we did very good about that. If you go back on Mike the Beast channel and listen, I think for the most part we do a pretty good job of cutting ourselves off because we're all such big fans. We're like, well, I got to stop because this is going to be the whole.
We kept saying that too. It's like, I'm going to keep going, so I'm just going to stop it right here.
Yeah, look at great minds think alike right there. And then couldn't agree more, Murph. It's so much fun. I will say
watch that movie again.
For Solo, I remember when it came out, Star Wars and Disney and Lucasfilm, they love their tie-in merchandise. and Denny's had all the tie-in merchandise, which I thought was such a random thing.
Hmm.
But they had a card set. I have all the cards. I ate so much fucking Denny's for like 2 weeks to get that full set. Oh my god!
I
But
didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't even know that was a thing either. Yeah.
yeah, they had like I think I saw the cups too because I love the collector's cup. So they had a Chewy and like a Range Trooper cup, but they did a set. It's 9 cards, and the best card in the whole set is Therm Scissor Punch.
Hmm.
He's the crab looking dude at the poker game, and he's just the most ridiculous name ever. And I was like, oh, I got to get the whole set. You'd order like a Grand Slam or whatever, and the cards were like an extra $2. So anytime I went to Denny's, I'm like, hey, how many packs will you let me buy?
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I got the whole set.
Here's another thing for real quick on the back to the mall thing. Do you think we'll see Infest Nest at some point?
I mean, I maybe not her, and definitely her mother, because she said like the mother wore the costume, so maybe her as like a small child. Yeah, because I mean, Murph's kind of talking about it here. I think we do eventually get to that point, especially with the mall series. Like we're gonna see him being a mafia crime boss, and you're gonna see him interact with all these other factions and stuff within the underworld, including, I would assume, the Cloud Riders.
Oh.
I think Enfys Nest is one of those characters too that they probably won't show you beforehand. Then the episode's going to drop, and all the like us fanboys are going to be like, oh, cool,
Yep.
hell yeah, and I'm going to be pumped. I can't wait. Yeah, I think Dave Filoni is a master storyteller, and he plays the long game. And he plays the long game very, very well. So I think we're going to see a bunch of that, especially now, between the Maul show, the Mando Grogu movie with, and then Ahsoka season 2 going to the Heir to the Empire kind of thing. We're going to see a lot of interconnectivity done, hopefully very well, because he does it very well. So
maybe Maul and Talon will fight Balin Skull.
Oh man,
Ooh,
that'd
yeah.
be
Throwing things out there.
yeah. Oh, that'd be so cool. R.I.P. Ray Stevenson.
Yeah.
I will say this: they did announce after Ahsoka
Yep.
season 2 that is it Rory McCain is his name, the
I believe
marksman from Game of Thrones.
Yep.
As far as having to recast for such a horrible reason, it's a pretty solid recast.
Yeah, he looks good.
Kind of digging
absolutely.
it because honestly, he was, if not one of the top like things I was most intrigued by in Ahsoka, because that Mortis, with him leaving on that statue with Mortis, I was like, yes, give me this. Like I want
I can't
this.
wait. I can't wait to dive deeper into that.
Oh
as soon as it comes out.
That's the thing I'm most excited for. Don't get me wrong, I love Hayden, and give me some Force Ghost Anakin and flashbacks. I'm all for it, but I want to know more about those Mortis gods and what the hell is happening. Is the mother coming? Like what's happening? Like I can't wait. Cannot wait.
So season 2 of Ahsoka is after Mandalorian Grogu, right? Which is supposed to have Thrawn in it. So
yeah, is it gonna be, or it's got to be before though, right? I feel like they have to release Ahsoka before that, because I feel like the Mando Grogu thing is gonna involve Thrawn.
So I think, well, I mean, we know from the end of Ahsoka, this isn't, I mean, spoilers if you haven't watched it, but we know Thrawn is back in where like the proper galaxy. So I mean, you can have Thrawn in the Mando Grogu movie. I don't know if he's going to be the main threat or what's going to happen, but if he's in there, it would still make sense. And then you maybe put out because they're filming season 2 now, so there's no way in hell it's going to be out before the movie.
Early next year? Why not? Leading up to the movie?
That's true. I honestly, in my head right now, it's like October. I don't know why. I think it's so far in the year. It's May. That's true. They do have plenty of time. So, but I would I like to see it before that? Absolutely, I would. Do I think? Something tells me we're going to be waiting till like October next year for Ahsoka, or like September-ish, August, sometime late summer, early fall. I hope I'm wrong. I would love it earlier, but I think you can have Thrawn in the Mando Grogu movie without a season 2 of Ahsoka. Also, you can have it. It could go either way. I think they can make it work.
Yeah, because I think Ahsoka season 2, it might just take place all in that other galaxy. We might just get a ton of content from there, maybe. And But
I think they've
I
confirmed.
forget who went back. Did anyone hijack Thrawn ship and like go back with him, or is everyone?
No, Ezra is
Ezra's
back.
on.
Ezra did. Okay, that's what I thought. I know Ezra at least got back.
Yeah.
But I know Ahsoka, Balin Skull, and oh god, I'm forgetting her name. Please remind me. What's her name? Sabine. Thank you. They're all in the new galaxy, so the whole season could take place there, and I'd be happy with that.
I know two things that Dave Filoni confirmed, which is we are going to see the entire Rebels crew, which I'm all for because we've only got a hint of Zeb. And he said we're going to get a whole lot more Chopper because so many people complained, which I love. I love Chopper, and I love that it's Filoni too. The fact that they waited to the very last episode to confirm that was Dave Filoni doing all those beeps and whistles and yells. I can't wait to see that murder bot come back and do some crazy stuff again.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah,
absolutely. My question is, if Ahsoka does end up trying to get back to the new galaxy, how would they? Honestly,
I mean,
Hera and Ezra can help them because they did say that Mary Elizabeth Winstead's coming back and the guy who plays Ezra. So you're gonna have two stories. You're definitely gonna have the stories with Sabine and Ahsoka.
So, I guess Ezra would somehow know how to get back, so they can find their way back. I'm
gonna throw it out there as a crazy dream wish list for season 2, similar to how they did in season 1 of Ahsoka, as well as Murph. I don't know about that.
I just saw that. Yeah, I actually don't know.
That'd be. I honestly, it's a fight I would like to see and a meeting I would like to see, but I honestly don't know who comes out on top. R2, I feel like, is the more experienced kind of thing, but Chopper is unhinged. So
he's ruthless. He could. I don't know.
He don't give a shit. I'd be a crazy fight. I'd like to see though. BattleBots there. But as they did in season 1 of Ahsoka and the Obi-Wan show, crazy flashback I would like to see. Would it be cool seeing like Natalie Portman? Absolutely. But I want to see Ewan McGregor live action in his Clone Wars armor like we got to see Hayden.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I want to see that so bad. Yeah. That's like one of my favorite outfits in Star Wars.
Yeah, whereas like how Ahsoka had kind of I would say a bad experience seeing Anakin again. Maybe having like an opposite side, like a good like seeing Obi-Wan and kind of learning some wisdom through him. Yeah, that would be awesome.
It was good by the end of it. She was taught a lesson.
Yeah, it was, but a little scary there for a second.
Yeah, the best episode of the season.
Yeah, it's such a great episode.
So there's a lot I'm hoping. I just can't wait. We got a ton of Star Wars coming down the pipeline. But yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. This is where I just kind of want to keep talking Star Wars. But again, I'm going to refrain. I know my limits. I know people's time. I told you guys about an hour. I did say if you guys want to do a little show and tell. No, I know you were digging through some stuff. All right, Noah, let's start with you. So let's.
I'll definitely go first. I don't have a ton, so.
Yeah, I think we all only have a few things. We'll do a little show and tell for you, but no, this is for you, pal.
Highlight this guy, man.
All right, so I did take a little trip to my local LCS Sargis Comics in New London, Connecticut. I went there. I was dropping off some flyers for the comic swap.
You mean the pre-MIB comic swap on May 17th in Newington, Connecticut? And you think I would have the thing queued up like this right here?
That's what I was expecting. There it is.
Yeah, like that right there.
This one,
we'll be talking about that exactly shortly.
Like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I decided to dig through a few boxes. I had not a lot of time, so I only picked up 2 things. But first one here is a nice copy of Demon number 14. Nice little Witch Boy cover right there. Yeah. I only had 1 Demon book, and I know you picked up a ton of them a while ago. So I was like, I got to search. Sargis has a good selection, but I found one in decent shape, and decided to pick that one up. So pretty cool there.
Very underrated Jack Kirby run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And it's short too. That's why I think I'm going to continue to go for it.
I think
it's such a cool character.
16 issues, I think.
Yeah, it's not a ton at all. Yeah. So it's super cool character as well. I love him. and Bronze Age DC horror, gotta love it.
Mhm.
The other one here, I only have one more, but they had a signatures box, which is new. They definitely didn't have that before. They had like a very empty box for a while, and then I saw it was full when I was there, and it was all signature stuff. Or it was like a new collection or something, but there was a lot of signed stuff in there. I found this Catwoman #1 signed by Artgerm with the
Nice.
Artgerm cover,
Nice.
and it's got the COA and everything. There's a ton of them with COAs too. So
Must have got a collection in or something.
yeah, no, I think that's exactly what it was. So if you guys are near Sarge's, go look there now. They got some signature stuff. It was only $10 too. So
Damn,
I was
that's
like,
pretty cheap.
Yeah.
yeah,
that's-
I was like,
that's a
hell
great
yeah, I'm
deal.
gonna take that with me. So yeah, that's all I got. Just a few little pickups.
Hell yeah, man. Awesome pickups.
Yeah.
Justin, do you have anything nothing?
I got nothing. I am just keeping on the Star Wars kick. So literally today they dropped the Star Wars Fortnite season, and the entire
Okay.
season is nothing but Star Wars weapons. And obviously you can get the Star Wars lightsabers, and they actually, for the first time, you can actually do you can actually jump in an X-wing and a TIE fighter.
That's pretty cool. I've never
Yeah.
played Fortnite.
Yeah,
That
I was
sounds fun.
watching the trailers for that. It almost makes me want to go back, but no, I'm okay.
Yeah, so I'm excited to just I literally played it for maybe like an hour earlier, and it's just cool because there's different areas. They have like the First Order section, and then they have the Resistance and some other stuff. But I haven't jumped in a TIE fighter or an X-wing yet, but I saw them flying around. But I did run around with obviously all the blasters that they have, and ran around with as a Jedi. So
That's sick.
That's
I want to
pretty
get back
sweet.
into it.
That's cool.
pretty awesome. Makes me.
I haven't
almost
played a full season of Fortnite in quite a long time, so this will probably I'm definitely gonna 100% this because a lot of the skins you can get the Emperor. There's General Grievous.
with the four sabers.
I believe so. Yeah,
Hell
I
yeah,
mean he
now we're
definitely he looks like he has it. Mace is in it. They get Mace, Poe, different costumes for Poe. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff. I'm excited for.
That's pretty sweet. Okay, going the digital route. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. That's sweet. Nice.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no, the trailer for the season looks super cool, but I haven't played Fortnite in almost a decade, probably at this point. So yeah,
This is
it's been a
Fortnite.
while for me.
This is the video game all those kids have been talking about, Murph. All them youngins.
But yeah, that's it. That's it. I don't have anything to show off. I'm just
alright.
gonna be playing games as soon as this is over.
Yeah. All right. I got a few quick things I'll show off just because I haven't been live in a while. To stay on the Star Wars kick. What do we got here? I've been picking up a couple Star Wars cards, like this awesome Phil Lamar Kit Fisto out of 25. Love the high tech background,
That's
because why not just spend all my money on cards and comics? So I got a great deal on this. Clone Wars Season 5. I showed this to you guys the other night, but I mainly bought it. The signature is rough because he's an older man. He's in a bit of rough shape. He's an older guy, but awesome Tim Curry voicing the Emperor Palpatine in Season 5 of Clone Wars. So I was kind of shocked at the price. So I was like, yeah, I'll pick that up. Why not? And then one I've been hunting down for a long time, for all of you Rebels fans, as well as you Doctor Who fans, I got a Bendu Tom Baker auto, which I was very happy about. So I couldn't pass that up. And I have one more coming in to complete my Rebels crew, but I'll show that whenever it comes in. But then I did pick up a couple comics. I had to go. I was doing a bunch of errands the other day, and I actually had to head up to Little Giant. I was up in the Lawrence area, so I stopped in, and I always like to keep the booklets for shows, and I forgot to pick one up at the show, so he was nice enough to hand me one of those. So of course I went digging while I was waiting, and I picked up some Silver Age Flash.
Oh, that's like one of my favorite covers that I own. Yeah.
And, it's a solid. He's got it at a 7.75, which I couldn't agree more, and it's pretty crispy for a black cover. So I picked that up, and a set I've wanted for a while now. It's the whole set, and it's first appearance of Aliens, all first prints, which is great.
Dude, that's nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and they're all roughly in the 8.0 plus range, especially for black covers. So pretty happy about that. So pretty pumped. I now have the first appearance of Aliens and Predators and when they fight each other. So I'm pumped because now I can get rid of the rest of the books. I don't need to keep those.
Now's the time to sell, man. All that Predator, all
Yeah,
that Predator
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, we're in a bunch of group chats together, and someone dropped the link, which I'm pumped for. I love Predator movies. I love Alien movies. But if you go back, I think it was like January. I posted a video. I picked up a collection, and one whole box is all Alien and Predator books, and I was like, okay. I kept the Predators like first appearance stuff, and I kept the first like time they fight. And I was like, I don't need the rest of this. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's time to sell now.
No.
No.
Going.
Oh,
I mean, I was gonna go on about Predator stuff, but
go ahead, man. I'll talk Predator all day long. I love that. Honestly, the first Predator movie is the pinnacle of 80s action.
yeah.
You can't get too
Mhm.
much higher. You can't get too much more testosterone than that goddamn handshake.
Oh yeah.
It's a great movie because
Yeah, no.
honestly, that's like one of those movies. If you don't know what you're watching, if you show it to someone, they're like, "All right, it's a macho, cheesy, like bunch of army guys in the forest," and all of a sudden you're like, "What the fuck just happened? Did that guy just blow up?
Yeah.
Was that guy skinned alive? What happened here?" And it
Yeah.
just gets crazy.
I mean, this might be bad, but that's actually the only movie I've seen out of Predator and Aliens. I need to
Really?
catch up on it. Yeah, I know Mon Comics, Brandon. He wants me to get back into it. That's like one of his favorite things. But did you see the stuff? How people are all upset about the new Predator, like how big his mouth is. You guys see any of that stuff?
I don't care. Like every Predator
like
needs to look
complaining.
different.
Yeah,
You
it's
can't
like,
look the
really?
same.
People like to complain. As far as the Predator movies go, one I think is the best. Predators is really good. Came
Oh,
out-
Predators is my favorite.
yeah, Predators is great.
I also want to
Uh,
watch Prey too because I heard that one was really
Prey
good too.
is
Prey was
also
very
Prey might be like the second best, if not it's
Yeah.
up there. Prey is amazing. And it's the same guy, Dan Trachtenberg, I think his name is, that's doing the new movie. And then we have the animated show, and then they get all of the alien stuff too. They get the alien
Earth.
Brave Earth or whatever it's called.
Alien Earth. Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm all for it.
Yeah,
Are we gonna see them fight again? Maybe because those
I feel
movies aren't
like
the best,
at
but
some
they're
point.
goofy.
I don't know. But yeah, it's one of those franchises on my long watch list that I need to catch up on for sure.
They're fun. Honestly, as far as the alien movies go, 1 and 2, 1 is a straight up horror movie in space.
Mhm.
2, it's up there as one of the best sequels. It's like the perfect, like
Yep.
a little scary, awesome action. You're laughing at Bill Paxton being a ridiculous character. It's a pretty great movie.
Yeah,
Um,
I need to catch up.
yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah,
going.
very, very lastly, I went to Wicked Con 3 weeks ago. I can't remember. But I stuck with my original art kick and picked up 2 commissions. One from the amazing Ryan Gary Brown, did this awesome Casey Jones for me. Why they are in this plastic, I don't know. I'm sorry. Let me take them out super quick because that reflection sucks. There we go. But he did this awesome, amazing Casey Jones for me.
yeah, that's
Killed it.
awesome.
I love it. It says Jones.
Mm.
Yeah, I was
bet-
about to say, did he do that too?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did all of it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
When he handed it to me, I'm like, what does this say? Because he handed it to me sideways. So I was looking at it sideways and I was like, SH. I'm like, what? He's like, oh, no. I was like, oh, Jones. Okay, perfect.
Wicked? Does that say Wicked somehow?
But yeah, no, Ryan always kills it. I was very happy to pick this up. And he asked me, he's like, do you want him to do anything? I was like, just Casey Jones, throw a hockey stick in there somewhere. And he did not disappoint with that bloody hockey
Oh
stick.
yeah,
So
great job on that.
I completely agree with that. Danny Glover, Gary Busey, it's off the rails.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And the other piece I picked up at Wicked was from Mike McCone, who I hit up beforehand a couple weeks. He does these awesome, I don't know if it looks like watercolor, but it's definitely like a mixed media kind of thing. But he did this amazing Booster Gold for me. Booster Gold with Skeets. And
That deserve a frame right there.
oh yeah, these I'm in the process of doing something cool with all the art that I have. Hopefully by the end of this year, I'm going to do a whole video on it. But yeah, I was pumped to pick this up because I went back and forth with them, like what I wanted and this, and we agreed on a price. And I was like, well, that's kind of a lot of money. And then I picked it up. I'm like, I would have given you more because this is awesome. Because yeah, if you ever have a chance, actually, I know he's going to be at Terrificon. Mike McCone will be at Terrificon this year. So if you're thinking about it, his email is right on his website. He also has a bunch just like this of different characters that you can buy on his website ready to go. That's just because that's kind of how I was like, hey, can you do something like this? And I think I sent him his Green Lantern one. He's like, yeah, I can do that. It'd be like this price. I'm like, cool. Can you do Booster Gold with Skeets? He's like, yep, I'll have it for you at the show. So
Yeah, that's
pumped,
awesome.
very
Nice.
pumped to have that.
Yeah, I love that one. He did
Yeah.
fantastic job. Like it looks printed, honestly.
That's
Like, that's how great it looks.
And so I was with Josh and Buzz Comics and from Joel Comics and Re-Up Hunter, and they were like, "Oh, it's a cool print." I'm like, "This ain't a print. This is hand done. Like he did this like just this week."
Yeah.
So I was very, very happy. But yeah, those were my pickups. Like I said, I don't want to keep you guys too long. Noah's got some gambling to do. Justin's got some Star Wars Fortnite. I have some slight plans after this. So, but guys, thank you so much for coming on here on this Friday night, hanging out. I have to mention 2 weeks from tomorrow, guys. We talked about it, and I need everybody to listen up because Uncle Frank says this is important and you need to know. May 17th, Newington, Connecticut, 3MIB Comic Swap. It's from 10 to 5. We have an after party starting at 7 at a bar down the road from it. Come hang out, get a hotel. I'm getting a hotel room. I'm staying the night. Justin's going to be there. Noah will be there, set up for the first time, selling some books.
Well, yeah.
It's such a fun time. It's such a fun hangout. You meet a bunch of cool people from the community. And I mean, we always, Terrificon's a big show of the year, but this is my favorite show of the year because it's the biggest like hangout of the year for me. And I love it. It's super great. And I always say one of the best aspects of the swap is we do have, people that own some stores and like actual vendors. But I was looking at it, literally half of the people setting up are guys like me or Noah or Planet Mayhem or Mike the Beast Benson that don't really set up at shows and moving PC stuff or like collections that we had and stuff you don't see at any other show. So if you can make it, come on by May 17th. We'd love to see you. Murph's going to wear his Bruins hat. Also, Murph will be setting up there wearing his Bruins hat. Get a picture with Murph as he is in his photo. But yeah, that's there you go. May 17th. I appreciate you guys coming on here. Pump for Free Comic Book Day tomorrow. All the fun Star Wars coming out. Before we get out of here, Noah, what do you got going on?
I mean, same thing I said on Mike's channel. I mean, not too much. I'm just hoping to get another video out in time. Got Free Comic Book Day coming up. This, starting to get ready for the swap. That's pretty much it. And if you guys are on the fence about going to the comic book swap, just go. Just come because that was the first time I went last year, and it was really one of the greatest community experience I had, and that's why I'm here today. So yeah, I can't say enough good things about it. So
yeah, and look at this. I mean, Murph, that's undervalued, my friend. Undervalued. There you go. Love it.
Yes.
Perfect. Come on down. We'd love to see you, man. Justin, what do you got going on?
So of course, if you're not following, check out the Comic-Con podcast on the Uncensored Nerds Network, over on Spotify. Newest episode just dropped today with Zach and myself. And then of course, since we're talking Star Wars and anybody watching this on the rewind, if you're watching it early enough, obviously May the 4th, I'll be doing a Whatnot show, doing nothing but Star Wars books. So raws, slabs. I will have some original art pages that I'll be moving as well. And then end on Revenge of the Fifth as well. So anything that's left over. So probably back-to-back days of Whatnot Star Wars. So be there, Nemesis Prime, Saturday and Sundays. Sunday night is probably about 7:00, and then Monday night, same time. Probably have some Star Wars in the background we'll be watching as well. So,
Justin, I just said I want to save money.
Dude, come on by, man. I need, I got slabs, I got raws, I got some pages. I may throw up some video games, some Funkos. I don't know. I get a little bit of everything Star Wars related.
Jesus,
trying to do a little bit of it. We're trying to, move a little bit of everything in one category.
Damn. All right.
Man, I'm glad I don't have the Whatnot app.
I do, and I'm scared.
There's a reason I delete it, and that's because it's dangerous. So.
Oh man, well, awesome, guys. I appreciate you coming on here. Appreciate you guys hanging out, talking fun stuff. Hopefully, we'll see everybody here in the chat on May 17th. Be on the lookout. We are going to have some, I believe, 2 dealer preview shows. the week of the swap, Monday and Wednesday. At the very least, definitely at least Wednesday, but I believe Monday and Wednesday we're gonna have 2 of them. So be sure to check those out. And that's gonna do it for us. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Hey,
Yeah.
may the 4th be with you.
There it is. And good night, Canada.
And
And
good night.
with yours though. And with yours. All right, we're